Fantasy Moon Games in order to obtain Elation's blessing. And in this way, restart the engine of the Express and come back to life. What do I care about some decaying young girl or her precious friendship with an Imaginary? I've tried. Tried all the medicines. I've spent 20 years looking up at this hospital ceiling. The Graphia family's girl. Poor thing. Surely she knows she is beyond medical help. The only thing she can do now is to pray to the gods.
You are a doctor, not a prophet.
I apologize, but you will end up choosing the Fantasy Moon Games, won't you? I've spent 20... Oh, they say that once the weathering curse spreads, then its victim is down to just a few months of life. If so, then only one solution remains. How about the Fantasy Moon Games?
Himiko, I have an idea. The moon is full. Let's enter the Fantasy Moon Games together. Pray to the Laughter, the Almighty, to grant you a healthy... There's no point, Motoko. Our ancestors already tried. Some of them died on the eve of the games. Some were defeated in competition. And only one of them won. Hiro. But unfortunately, he went missing. All he left was a note saying, "Elation does not cure the curse." Thank you, Motoko. But no one can fulfill my wish. Not even the eons. We'll make a new wish then. Not for you to live. Then what for? To go out with a bang. To return the Express to the skies. And push it closer and closer to the stars. Let's pray to the Laughter to ignite the engine. And make it so everyone sees the Astral Express set forth anew. Even if all they do is laugh, they can at least turn the Express into a firework and send it roaring and flashing into the sky. Then, what kind of miracle should we create? And what about my condition? How about we use the Starblazer blueprint you restored to create a giant robot? They'll see. I'll be your hand and foot, and you will put an iron giant right in front of them all. I broke into your home safe and took this mask. You wouldn't make me come all this way for nothing, would you? You're right, Montoko. If there is no cure for the weathering curse, then, at the very least, we should put my final moments to use and create that dream together.
They say that once the weather... I've tried. Medicines. What do I care about some decay? Precious friendship with an imaginary. This is an unoccupied reception desk. On it is a sparse selection of drinks, ready for patients to help themselves. Anything to drink, miss? Ever heard of the name Marcus, miss? There's a popular cocktail base called Marcus. Then, of course, there is another Marcus, the person who changed your whole life.
What I would like is your dice head.
Certainly. But you cannot afford it. This is a bookshelf with books to pass time. The books on its shelves are arranged according to patients' interests. Oh, here's a book you might like. It's called Graphia Academy Outstanding Alumni Album. Let me read out the names in it. Belle, Fourwish, Leon, Zianya. If only they were still alive.
Shut up.
I've tried all the medicine. What do I care about? I see. Friendship with an imaginary. You're even more interesting than I thought. Others are always trying to steal from the gods, but all you want is a brilliant fireworks show. And of course, my sweet daughter actually accepted this ridiculous suggestion. Touching, truly. And what did she have to give up to enter the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago? She gave up the possibility of survival, her dream of touching the stars, and instead dragged her broken body onwards to share in this madness with you. We all know how that ended, so please enjoy this documentary, The Herald of Death's Bloodbath. While the crazy supplicant Marcus Antali was drenching Dovebrook in blood as part of his deranged art, a dying girl and her imaginary friend tried desperately to create a miracle. The Star Blazer materialized from your wish power and smashed that frenzied plant into pieces. As the winner, she made her wish, for Aha to take her real life, her name, her memories, and her dream of trailblazing the cosmos and give them all to you. For her part, she would watch you and the Astral Express soar into the sky, while she remained on this planet forever, and with all her regrets, turn to ashes. Come, imposter, open this door. Add the final stroke to the second act of this artwork.
It is completely quiet behind this door. There's no turning back. If we open this door and leave the sanatorium. And we're not planning to return anyway, right? It's just... Can we really win? And what if I hold you back? Then I'll drag you forward. Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one who wished for my birth, or to take your place. From the moment I was born, I have only heard you wish to be your own person. Let me build up the little faith you need. I believe Himiko will go further than anyone else. If you don't believe in yourself in this moment, then believe in the future me. Thank you. I won't let myself be afraid anymore. This battle is not about winners or losers. As we speak, the Herald of Death is freely turning Dovebrook upside down. Someone has to stop him. When the Vantis moon is full again, I will be there, as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories to tell you. Let's go then. This is also the reward of trailblazing. There's one thing I still don't understand. No matter how many times I painted the Star Blazer, I never finished. I think it may be because uncertainty still plagues you. Becoming a navigator, leading the Express across a sea of stars. You haven't seen these things with your own eyes, and you can't imaginate them either. Then how did we defeat the Herald of Death? Because we have each other. And whenever I close my eyes, I see you becoming the navigator. And the Astral Express readying for departure, its lights illuminating the dark. Beneath your feet are countless paths, and they're surrounded by nameless stars. You saw a path no one had ever trod before. Then you set off on it. Keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. This is the sight I see every day, and it has never lost its clarity. I would like to see it too. You will. How do I look in your vision? Do I look the same? Exactly the same. 15 years, Motoko. I never imagined we would reunite in this manner. Well, it's been 15 years. You must have walked a long way. Yes. So long that I learned to repair machines, brew coffee, take care of my juniors, and fight with everything I have. So long that I became like you, and even deceived a Lord Ravager with a talent for disguise. It's not time to stop yet. So, will you keep going? Yes. Let's go then, Himiko. Let me be your strength, too. Anything you wish to say?
What's going on here? Did I make a mistake? It was Himiko who survived 15 years ago, not Motoko.
Hopefully you like this answer, even if it does make you look laughable.
No. How can... My daughter... You're alive. This makes me even more interested in you. Thousands of years ago, I struck a train down from the same starry sky. 15 years ago, I sped back toward plain Arcadia, and all I could see was a speck of light rising from the horizon. I raised my hand and aimed right at it. Just 2 shots, bang, bang, and it would fall once more, never to fly again.
But you did no such thing.
Indeed. I watched it pass through the atmosphere, leaving a long streak of light in the night sky.
Why?
Just 'cause. Thought it might be fun. Do you understand? I destroyed the Express once, but I also spared it in a moment of whimsy. Whether the Express is unscathed or destroyed, I decide its fate.
No, you're wrong. I also wondered why I should be the one to find the Express once. What does it really mean? The answer is very simple. The person that found the Express happened to be me. The meteor showed the way to the Express from the moment it fell. And for 1,000 years, It waited for someone to follow the trail and find it. Even if 2, 3, or even 10,000 years passed, and I was no more, the Express was still going to be found and returned to the sky. You're not a god that decides fate. You're just an obsessed egomaniac.
Right you are. All gods are obsessed egomaniacs. My guesses were wrong, but the game isn't over yet. Shall we take another step forward? Fill in the remaining blank space in this painting. Round 3, question 3. Are you ready?
Oh, how nice. You thought the Express would bring salvation. But it will only bring about annihilation once more. Where the Tower of Infinity slumbered. The place from which the Express set off once more. Or, as I frequently call it, where repeated mistakes begin. So, how does it feel being back on old stomping grounds? It's just a shame you are my traveling companion.
Better traveling with me than traveling alone. The blood-stained games have no winners. You imaginated your Mechatrons, but the remaining wish power can't create the audience, much less support a long journey. Leading us to the third question. How exactly did you cure the weathering curse?
You're still beating around the bush? Even now?
Have I ever deviated from the topic at hand?
3 blanks, corresponding to 3 secrets. They seem to point to me, but they really just conceal your true intentions. Who left the Starblazer's blueprints on the Express? Who met Himiko and Motoko here? How did they cure the irreversible weathering curse? You have many questions, but none about your so-called daughter. Your real interest is in Aha. The truth from 15 years ago is key to figuring out when the Phantom Moon games are compromised, what form they will descend in, and how they plan to intervene.
So, I guessed right. They appeared and ignited the Astral Express.
Stop. The game's over then. You set the rules. A secret for a secret.
You didn't take my trump card.
Yes, but I took mine. Unfortunately, I wasn't the one who met Aha. The answer you were looking for never existed. That's what they said when they gave me the gift.
Let's just call it, a long overdue compensation.
Lost in thought again. You beat the Herald of Death, but you're not happy. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Because I'm leaving soon. Once the Express reignites and takes off, there won't be any wish power in the vacuum. And Imagine will die out. This is the best outcome. But if I just set off like this, I know it'll haunt my dreams forever. Thinking back on it, my dream was built on someone else's sacrifice. If you feel scared, just look up. Up there are the same stars we gazed at together for countless nights. You'll see all those sights in my stead and experience all those stories as wonderful and strange as Imagine. You've known all along, haven't you? So be brave and stop this talk about sacrifices. I give my life to conquer the land that trapped us here. You have to go alone, dummy. What did you say when you created me? I quote, "If I die, I want to die where the stars are within reach." When the Phantom Moon is full again, I will be there as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories to tell you. So, deal? If you can't find me to share your stories, then tell them to the moon, like a morning actor. The moon's shadow said this while giving me my gift. Let's just call it a long overdue compensation. It's time we set off once more, Akivili.
So, it was the self-portrait that saw Aha. You placed a bet with a fake chip?
You call it a challenge, but it's really just a waste of time for you.
This is a blow, I have to admit. Just a little one, but a blow. Though, if you don't have the answer, then I can execute destruction without a shred of guilt.
You're wrong again. This little test was your last chance to find your way back.
Interesting. You were giving me a chance.
Even after falling so far as to become a Lord Ravager, I still wished to give the former navigator a chance to turn back. But this journey has convinced me. You are not some wayward nameless. You are just another enemy trying to dishonor the Express. And to enemies, I only respond in one way.
Destroy me? Could you really?
I saw right through your tricks, Lord Ravager. You summoned the apocalypse and transformed 1,000 times and created scenes from the past to confuse me. But in the end, you just use reality as a canvas to imaginate the uncertain into truth. You used people's wish power to imaginate that impending future born of their fears. And using the same trick, you imaginated versions of yourself that could exist in different places. But when another possibility is observed by others, it crushes the imaginated lie, and your ability loses its effect instantly.
And what will you do about it? Stuck as you are in the world in canvas. Even if you summon the feeble star blazer and do your best to crash into the space, you will never escape.
Escape? Who said anything about escaping? Gravity does not only trap people on the ground, it also drags the stars toward each other. Have you, a former navigator, really forgotten the nameless distress signal? How they use massive collisions to simulate the gravity wave frequency used by the Express to warp jump? Not even imaginated spaces can block out a signal like that. My companions have known your secret for a while. In a minute or so, you might see your scheme start to fall apart. Or is it seconds, not minutes?
Huh. Oh, nicely done. But you have a really terrible habit. Does becoming a navigator mean always facing danger on your own? Well, since this game of ours is ending soon, can you guess how many people I have lined up to play the same game? Go on. You have one chance to guess the answer. The probability of you stopping me is 0.
What exactly are you planning to do?
Who says the great destroyer of Elation came to plain Arcadia to kill Aha? You are not my target. They are not my target. Shall I officially announce my plan? In the name of Terminus, her journey ends here.
Ignite the Express's engine is definitely a tad too dramatic if Himiko just wants us to rescue survivors with the Express.
What was she implying?
If Assad Brahmad was close by, then he would have discovered any clues Himiko left behind. So, her message seems pretty standard, but only we'll know what she really means because we're the Nameless?
Something about the engine of the Express? Has Himiko mentioned something of this sort in previous journeys? This may be the key.
Well, I kind of zone out whenever Himiko starts talking about warps and calibrating coordinates and all that. Power of remembrance, activate! Aha! I remember now. We were back in Penacony, talking about the Charmony Festival, and Himiko said the family sent a music box as an invitation, and then she said...
But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. The music it played had off-key notes in the background. I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its warp jump. Also, the Express engine's spatial curvature was its encryption key.
A distress call method regularly used by the Nameless.
I remember now. Pearl said something similar not too long ago.
A conflict broke out between Miss Himiko and an entity suspected to be Assad Pramad. A gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was observed.
Himiko is hinting that we should use the gravity probe on the Express to receive her signal.
That's exactly it!
If that's the case, we need to get ready as soon as possible.
It'll take some time to clear the passage to the Express. Sunday, do you have a way to contact the conductor?
The distance does not pose a problem for tuning. However, my birds must first lock on to the conductor as their target. I will do my best. Please, excuse me for a moment. Let me open my senses.
The detective's eyes take in everything. His face is inscrutable, though the rate of his respiration is tellingly 0.3 seconds above normal. By all indications, he is uneasy.
Uneasy? Who?
The source of his unease is the little raccoon's imminent departure on a mortal journey, and the survivors of the disaster that befell this city.
All right, Mr. N, that'll do. You seem to have time on your hands. Help me clear this passage.
900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas does not cover this task, Mr. Ashvale.
Shut your mouth and go on patrol. As a detective's assistant, your job is to keep an eye on everything when the detective is otherwise occupied.
Boss will win! Boss will win! Boss will win!
Just look. No matter how chaotic things get out there, there's still this little bunch of furbos cheering you on without a second thought. Kinda moving, isn't it? You won't let your readers down, will you, little raccoon? I'll include your heroics in the next issue of The Fluffy soon. Stay tuned.
I received a message that Silverwolf has arrived at Pearlux Tower. Together with Pearl, she'll repair the communication systems across Plain Arcadia. Then, with Graphia's assistance, they'll attempt to reenact the ritual from a millennium ago, folding all of Plain Arcadia back into the canvas. The most extreme measure of protection. How's the situation here? No, I trust her. Go ahead and do your part. As for the rest, leave it to me. Go ahead and do your part. As for the rest, leave it to me.
Good news, everyone. The conductor is safe and sound. My bird has located them. I am able to share what the conductor is seeing. A moment, please, while I inform them of the situation.
Any progress?
Yes. The conductor says they have locked on to a weak gravitational wave and are decoding it.
Pom-Pom sure is glad that everybody's okay! Conductor! Oh, we missed you too. Pom-Pom received Himiko's message. Repeating it now. The source of Asad Kramad's power is fear. He exploits people's fears to imaginate future possibilities. When another possibility is observed, this apocalypse will be overwritten. And also, each and every one of us nameless is making it to the next stop. This part is the conductor's heartfelt wish.
So, Asat Pramad is a Lord Ravager that observes and imaginates possibilities.
That explains why I could never land a blow on him.
When people saw the Lord Ravager's descent, they were gripped with fear, despair, and everything else that comes with an apocalyptic end. Those very emotions fed this catastrophe and made a possibility become reality.
Himiko said we need to observe another possibility for this apocalypse to be overwritten. Observe another possibility. How do we do that?
Build a crowd, then defeat Asat Pramad in front of them. That's the easiest way. But he'll just create hundreds of clones to hide behind, and no one will be able to lay a finger on him. That's another of his tricks by manipulating possibilities.
So we don't actually have any way of defeating that old dice head.
Who says we're out of options? If we somehow witness all his possibilities, then he would collapse into just one being due to the effect of observation. I will activate the formation plume I've set up all over the Arcadia, then use the vision of the Rainbow Spiritus Kalachakra Sky Plume.
General, do you require my cooperation like during SparksyCon?
Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome, a collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. The Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra Sky Plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second. That's right, Mr. Sunday. I would like you to expand the range of your tuning.
You mean to determine the future of Asat Pramad through observation? But, as I recall, as your observation expands, it will anchor the fate of this world.
Observation is for her to worry about. I want you to become my eyes and look for me. The fate Asat Pramad imaginated is imminent, and there is no path for the future in it. Only Ishvara, only observers with sufficient strength and personal freedom have what it takes to make choices that trace the path to our future. I also need a place with a good vantage point. Something like a towering structure.
How confident are you in this plan succeeding, General?
Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss, once I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
I'll fight by your side too. Even if there is only half a chance of success.
I will do all I can to ensure you two remain connected through tuning.
Then, Dan Heng, March, and I will clear the passages as soon as possible to ensure the Express can depart.
And myself, Shi, and General Yao Guang will force the collapse of Asat Pramad's clones, granting us a way to his true form.
Thank you, Sunday. Before you boarded the Express, you said that you didn't understand trailblazing. And yet, you have fought alongside us in the most dangerous moments of our journey.
No, Mr. Yang. I should be the one thanking all of you. Before boarding the Express, I was just a traveler looking for answers. You all taught me to trailblaze and walk the stars. To hold fast to the hands of those around me when facing difficulties. It is my honor to be able to provide assistance.
You really look like one of the Nameless now.
Thank you too, General Yao Guang. The Express will meet you as soon as we rescue Himiko.
And that's when we'll defeat Asat Pramad together.
And when we do bring Himiko home, each and every one of us will be accounted for as well.
You still have time. Go and say your goodbyes to your friends before we set off. Meet me at the entrance when you're ready.
The young woman's eyes burn with fiery determination. For the path she is to traverse soon leads straight into the eye of the storm.
Off to save the world again, Nameless? Be sure to return in one piece. I'm staying to help your friends dig out the Express. Go on. I'll take care of everything here.
I knew you were leaving soon. Take care. Don't lose your life.
Wait, no! That doesn't sound... Just forget it. I'm off. See you later.
I knew you were leaving soon. Take care. Don't lose your life.
I'm off. See you later.
The young woman's eyes burn with fiery determination, for the path she is to traverse soon leads straight into the eye of the storm.
Off to save the world again, Nameless? Be sure to return in one piece. Don't you worry, not even a rat will be able to find a way in here. You focus on destroying that dice-headed scum's lair. Go on. I'll take care of everything here.
Why do you look like that? What's happening? Is it bad? The little Furbos and I will be here waiting to hear the story of how you claimed victory over Asat Pramad. Don't forget.
Boss, you absolutely must win! We'll be waiting to shoot your victory cover!
I've already sent out the press release. Just waiting to fill in the time and location of the victory.
Oh, winner, winner! Boss is definitely winning!
Are you ready? Before we set off, there's something I'd like you to keep safe from me. Please, hold on to my strategy pouch. Open it when you are in need of the hunt. Our future destinies. Remember when we were at SparksyCon and you saw the wheel and woe lots hanging over me?
I remember. But you commanded me not to tell you what they said.
I'd like you to keep your eyes on me as much as possible. 30 years ago, I used the Decalite reflection barrier to divine the tides of battle for the Fonghu. But, in a moment of blind arrogance, I turned my back on what destiny had revealed and dared to wield the Rainbow Spiritus to twist the very threads of causality. But karma was on the way to punish me. That day, I became entangled with the barrier at a single point, left to drift endlessly through time and space. A healer named this unusual condition temporal dislocation. Put simply, there's always a chance that I could suddenly disappear at any moment. If I'm not observed for even a second, I may disappear. We can't afford a single mistake in this operation. You must keep an eye on me always, no matter the fate that I'm anchored to. I had already decided my fate when I set foot in this world. You are only a witness, not the one wielding the blade. We can't afford a single mistake in this operation. You must keep an eye on me always,
no matter the fate that I'm anchored to. Mr. Sunday?
My birds will be keeping an eye on you both.
I'll give you a signal from atop the tower. Let's go. Let's eliminate all of Asat Pramad's possibilities.
Afraid you must get past it if you want to reach that tower.
I will protect you.
What if we make a bet too? Whether Himiko is living or dead.
Never fight fate. Because it fights back. Asat Pramad, your elation is just supreme idiocy.
Seen it at Star Rail Fest. Likely a device that collects people's wish power.
She has courageously challenged an ancient Leviathan of the Sindarth Age. And her chosen weapon is a standard plain Arcadian ambience prop. As I said, she is peak entertainment! At last, the long-awaited prelude. Monster versus protagonist.
I'm sick of this guy's trifling gimmicks.
Drop rates are this bad.
Keep it together. Remember our plan.
Trouble keeping up with me. This is my chance.
We're here. Get ready, Sunday.
Careful. Assad Pramod just appeared above you.
Smart of you to lead a Xianzhou general to her death. How honorable and entertaining it would be to challenge the Demon Lord and save the world alone. But yes, two is better than one. Still, I was not expecting a diviner. To think I should have the honor of meeting the divine foresight, Bane of Ventilia. What can she do for you? Reveal your victory odds? Predict your weal and woe? Whatever she divines, I will block its path. What will you do now?
Then I, a diviner that never grants an audience to anyone, will teach you a lesson. Asat Pramod, a general and a diviner have completely different duties. A general breaks formations from behind, and a diviner destroys them from the front. And did you say you will block every path I divine? Sorry, but creating paths where there are none is the expertise of Trailblazers. Now, shall I read your fortune? See your myriad possibilities condensed until eventually only one remains. Defeat.
The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves.
I see it.
So this insight is what the eye of the hunt has to offer.
Good. I see it too. Asat Pramod, your fate is sealed.
What a brilliant reversal! Now, this is the resistance I have been looking for. Exhausting all possibilities. Plotting every scheme. Just hurling everything at me. In short, elation! How unfortunate that this coming perfect apocalypse will not be seen by you, General Yao Guang. I see the rope that tethered your existence here has snapped. I do not believe we will meet again in this lifetime.
I have nothing left to give.
Ishvara, please, take Asat Pramod to his fated defeat.
General!
Pity. You were so close. She put her life on the line for you to have this sliver of a chance. Just like Himiko. Don't let their sacrifices come to nothing. You know, protagonist, it's actually heartbreaking that those clones are gone. But she did deliver you here to me. It's time for a veteran navigator to point the way forward for you.
The Phantasmoon courtyard?
A terrifying enemy is near, but you stand alone, helpless. How often have you been in such a predicament, protagonist? This is how trailblazing expeditions always end, no? Don't worry. As the former navigator myself, I may provide you with some instruction. just as Akivili instructed me, and I instructed Falcon Amundsen. Perhaps instruction is too formal a word. Young people these days can't stand such formality. How about we make it a bit friendlier? You quiz me instead. Next, you can ask me questions. 8 of them. About me. About Aha. About Akivili. About the future of the cosmos. About you, even. I'll answer anything you ask. Because once 8 questions are done, you're dead. Did you forget? We are the only 2 supplicants with a chance of winning the Phantom Moon Games. Because the die happened to land on 8. Because there are 8 supplicants in the games. Or perhaps because we first met in Amphorius. Another 8! You're not interested in stories and secrets? That's unfortunate. Of course, this universe also has a button reserved for you. But let me remind you, this is the last time we will speak so openly.
Is this guy actually serious? Himiko hasn't escaped yet. And there's no news from the Express. I should try to delay him for as long as possible if we want to have any chance of winning. Why would I believe a Lord Ravager?
Looks like you're not so opposed to my offer either. How about we add a wild card to this boring trivia game then? Give your answers to the die you're holding. Roll the die. If your roll is a critical success, you get to uncover my deepest secret. I will answer every question, even if it works against me. I'll share a candid truth, though it won't necessarily be the whole truth. I still answer, but only in half-truths. It shouldn't pose any problem for our protagonist. You can effortlessly distinguish truth from deception. Oh, did General Yao Guang bind me just now? You should really trust her strength. Besides, it's been a long time since I've just offered myself up to the chessboard of fate. How exciting to have every outcome based on pure probability. And now, let's get started.
What do I ask?
Right now, among infinite possibilities, countless versions of you are asking me endless questions. Not strange at all. Faced with fate and the universe, people have endless questions. It's asking and answering that make us who we are. Don't hold back. Go ahead and ask your most pressing question right now.
I once met my other self in Amphorius. Who was that?
Oh, this is A most interesting discovery. Might you also possess the gift of grasping possibility? Unfortunately, even I do not know the answer to that question. It's beyond what I can see and understand at present. To make amends, this question won't count against you.
Why were so many people calling me Akivilli along the way?
Because the path you walk is the same one they once walked. The Astral Express, the path of Trailblaze, your determination to connect the worlds. None of these are coincidences. You are a successor in a way, carrying an essence similar to theirs. And so people see a familiar starlight in you. This is the reason I think that Himiko thinks so highly of you. 7 questions left.
As the Lord Ravager aiming to destroy Elation, what are you planning to do to Aha?
Ha! What else would the Lord Ravager aiming to destroy Elation do? Destroy them, of course!
I meant, what exactly is your hatred for them about?
Well, I may have developed some excessive feelings towards Aha. After all, before boarding the Express, the fool's name I used at the tavern was En route. You're pretty lucky. You think I'm going to kill Aha? I've already tried. Everything I do is to save them. Once, Elation was a dutiful and committed god. They scattered the seeds of chance, carving sharp turns of fate across the universe. They even made a reward of their own face, bestowing it upon those who passed their trials, and delighted in goading other gods to join the hunt for the most terrifying, supreme beings. Unfortunately, nothing resists the incineration of time. No matter how long the comedy lasts, all will eventually return to silence. But before the deathly silence, the elation will become something even more terrifying. I saw how truly fatigued they are. The elation is being swallowed by their own endless mirth. They will slide towards an even more terrifying extreme. Not to stop elation, but to drag all things into an eternal, meaningless, and unreasonable farce of chaos. And that will cease to be comedy and become a universe-wide contamination. Upon stepping onto a path and becoming an Eon, one is expected to glimpse their own end. Yet the results of paths colliding remain beyond their sight. How do they really feel about exercising the divine authority of elation? Do they suffer with it? Would they fear this ending? I don't no. For humans, the prize of these games lasts for only a fleeting minute. But for an eon, it's a free and blissful reprieve from the shackles of their path. If the disciples of a god cannot bring them deliverance before they fall, do they still deserve to be called disciples? I boarded the Astral Express and traveled to different worlds, searching for their tracks and games. Before they fully succumb to corruption and drag all existence into that unspeakable madness, I will grant them the grandest final curtain. This is the highest form of reverence I can offer them. You may ask 6 more questions.
Someone said there are 4 paths that will bring the apocalypse to the universe. Destruction, harmony, and nihility. What is the last remaining path?
Your questions would leave even Noose completely stumped. But I will answer them, even though I can only offer my humble opinion. Up to you if you believe me or not. Now, roll the die. You're not rolling well, but that won't stop me from telling you my opinion. The 4th path that will bring about the apocalypse is the preservation. Of course, it doesn't sound logical if the purpose of the preservation is to sustain the existence of the universe itself. So, they probably went a step too far. No, it shouldn't be they, but all of them, rather. All the gods who created and sustained the paths of the universe. They define the boundaries, deciding which will become reality and which will be erased. And within that grand order, woven by the gods, a paradox had long been planted. An unforeseeable ending. One even Noose, the omniscient god, failed to foresee. When every variable is fixed by the path, the unseen and forever unseeable unknown begins to grow quietly at the edge of all rules, fated to become the end. So, what brought the 4th finality was not a specific path, but all paths themselves. It was the gods themselves who, in the name of creation and existence, carved out an inescapable finale with their own hands. 5 left now.
How did you fall from being the Astral Express's navigator to becoming a Lord Ravager?
You call it falling, but I see it as sublimation. You've journeyed through plain Arcadia. How do you like this world of elation? I don't like it. They spend their time in idle satiety, then peck each other bloody in online arguments over insignificant issues. People never leave their homes, but online they are angry, crying, and cheerful. Their eyes are glued to tragedies unfolding across the cosmos, treating other struggles for life as seasoning for their meals, then turning around to tip the clowns who make them laugh. On the other side of the cosmos, the IPC is bombing the Isthmian Confederation. People huddle in the ruins without a single drop of clean drinking water, trembling as they wait to see whether tomorrow or death comes for them first. In this universe, the contrast between luck and misfortune is too dazzling. Of course not. One does not simply just become a Lord Ravager in an instant. Like Akivili, I once believed that exploring and connecting could create understanding. And understanding could remove division. That the newly discovered worlds could shelter those whose own homes were ravaged by war and hunger. But all your Trailblaze does is spread naivete and hope across a land destined to be destroyed. Across the cosmic ocean, all civilizations meet a strikingly similar end. Having climbed to brilliance, they collapse under their own stupidity, avarice, or sheer chance. The path of Akivili only postpones the inevitable, but it cannot change its nature. I walked too far and saw too much. Afterwards, I could not laugh again. Finally, the blemished one showed me another path. Destruction. On their path, the gluttonous and the hungry, the brave and the weak, all inequalities come to an equal end. Only when people realize that destruction is imminent do they resist meaningfully and make their existence worth something. The rising sun shines on ice sculptures, melts them as if they were never there, even though humans carved them so beautifully, yes? From that moment onward, IC died, and Asat Pramad was born. 4 questions left. Keep going.
About the Stellaron inside of me. How much do you know?
What a pity that we should live with failure for most of our lives. The Stellaron is a gift, an unparalleled gift from the eons. It gives you power, guides you, and makes you unique. It's as simple as that. You may still ask me 3 more questions.
What exactly did you do during these Phantasmal games?
This is a very complicated question. And well, all villains are always waiting for the opportunity to explain their scheme. But if I had to start from the beginning, I'm afraid you wouldn't have the patience to listen to the end. Why don't you ask about something you're interested in? Come on, roll the die. We'll see how many secrets your roll will earn you. Oh, sadly, it's all about luck. If there is a winner, there needs to be a loser. Look, this is where the mastermind is forced to confess. It was supposed to be the good part, but alas, your dreadful roll has ruined it. Pity. Looks like your curiosity will have to stay in the realm of speculation. In detective novels, the murderer always says the line, "Yes, it was me." Standing in a world falling apart like this, there's something so satisfying about delivering a killer's confession so gleefully. Only 2 questions left.
You said you used to be the navigator. So, is the Eon of Trailblaze still alive?
Hey! That's a critical success! Looks like I have to tell you the secret myself, and Akivili must reveal. Akivili is dead, but perhaps they are still alive in a way even they never expected. The fall of an eon is simply a change to the form in which they currently exist. No one knows if this is something they planned. According to Nameless who have met Akivili, they frequently mention the origin and end, the tree of existence, and what lies beyond the paths. After all, bound within finite space and time, there is only one place the Eon of the Trailblaze longs to reach, beyond the universe. And so, I witnessed the fall of an eon. That power that unveiled the stars and traversed space. In the end, it left nothing but an inconsequential point of light at the edge of existence. Final question. Think carefully. What do you want to ask?
There's something I've thought about from the start. Tell me, is Himiko still alive? Do you really have no feelings for your daughter?
Hearing that question is a relief. Pay no mind to the roll. I'll be honest with you. Of course Himiko is still alive. At least on the stage I've meticulously prepared for her. She will play an important role, and is now awaiting her curtain call. Life is like this. One chance journey after another. One win after another. Playing someone's father, becoming someone's friend, and at times, someone's lover. Then, by a twist of fate, I let a girl with no future begin to dream of the stars and of lands yet to be reached. I have never understood why the seeds I planted by chance would always take root in unexpected ways. I never expected them to bear fruit such as Graphia or Himiko. It feels like a curse. Like fate's cruelest mockery of me. Just like that night 15 years ago, I had the chance to crush the Express again, but I hesitated. No to both. I've never fully understood that lapse in judgment. I still ask myself why.
No matter the reason, you caused a huge mess for your colleagues.
A few weeks ago, Himiko returned to her hometown and brought you back with her. That was the moment I finally understood why I didn't shoot down the Express 15 years ago. It had nothing to do with acting as a father or trailblazing, but for a destruction that spanned 15 years, to set her on a journey to gain what was most precious, only to shatter it all in the cruelest way. What truly matters is this. I will have you bring an end to this world, here and now. It's the most vicious joke I can play on plain Arcadia, on myself, and on the fate of the universe. Take a guess. Will this joke amuse Aha?
You want to use my Stellaron?
The worlds the Astral Express deals with. How could they be without a Stellaron? Boom! 15 years ago, during the blood-stained games, all the supplicants died violent deaths. Then, the husk ran out of wish power and grew agitated, craving a blood sacrifice. 15 years later, a hero from the Express shone brightly throughout the games. Her Stellaron overflowing with wish power. The perfect sacrificial piece. All right. Now that I've answered the 8 questions, I now need to... Kids these days. Show some respect and put your phone away when your elder is talking. Huh?
Himiko is right there!
There you are. I see all of you. What kind of nonsense is that? Boring. But
canceling an elderly person's pension account like that, doesn't her conscience hurt at all?
You treat other people's lives and suffering like numbers on a die, toying with them at will. So, why do you fall apart when it's your turn?
Your curiosity is commendable, but you've already used up all your questions, so I won't be answering anything you ask.
Doesn't matter. We've stalled long enough as it is. You don't need to answer the following question. I just want to know. If I swing at that thing you have for a head, would it break?
Ruin be upon the world, the myriad colors returning to the void. Your failure is written in stone. For these dreams, you will once again be playing the protagonist. Will the hero shoulder all the wishes, ignite the stamina, and fill the demon lord in a single blow? Or become the cloudless embers that bring finality upon this world? A hero who tried to save Plain Arcade, accidentally smashing it to pieces. Now that is what I call a smash hit space comedy. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hang in there! We're on our way!
Still holding back. Come on, use your invincible stamina and do something.
What's the rush? The show's just getting started.
I was thinking your show's about to end.
Finally, we made it.
Papa promised each and every one of us nameless.
After all, the Fluffy's protagonist hasn't gotten on board yet.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the ring, and the supporting cast has taken the stage. The daughter turns her blade on the father.
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too. Fateful cloud scatter. Call me Galactic Twin Cleaver. Hilarious.
thank me. Don't think.
Wiped him out.
People always say that the will of observe the heavens with my divination. Cast a luck, an explosive start. Almost luck, or fight command.
All for the thrill. Next round, real gaming.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Stars favor us.
Someone your own side!
Your moment to shine. All eyes are on you!
This is Honkai.
Shadow, don't thank me. Don't think.
Feast your eyes,
Thank you for your help. Baneful clouds scatter. Cast of luck, an explosive start. Almost luck, or fight command.
all for the thrill.
Didn't see that coming.
The crowd loves
Someone your own side!
this backup is the perfect speed run.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the ring, and the supporting cast is taking the stage. The dawn turns the flame.
Shadow, don't thank me. Don't think.
Wiped him out.
People always observe the heavens with my divination. Cast of luck, an explosive start. Almost luck, or fight command.
All for the thrill. Next round, real gaming.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Shadow, don't thank me. Don't think.
Feast your eyes,
Your moment to shine. All eyes are on you!
This is Honkai. This backup is God tier.
Stars favor us.
stars. Or fight, command!
Wiped him out. This backup is...
People always say that they'll observe the heavens with my divination. That all? Don't thank me. Something.
All for the thrill.
Fateful clouds scatter.
The crowd loves it. Unlimited firepower.
Plasma humanity's it. Or fight, command!
Wiped him out.
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all!
Your moment to shine.
While I run you!
All for the thrill. Time to unwind.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the ring, and the supporting cast is taking the stage. The dawn turns to flame under fire.
An explosive start.
Wiped him out.
People always say, observe the heavens with my divination. That all? Don't thank me.
All for the thrill. I'll go feeling spiffy? This next round, real gaming is ready.
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all! Here comes someone your own!
There's no good.
An explosive start.
Feast your eyes, Let's pray you find the answer.
Fateful clouds scatter. People always observe the heavens with my divination. That all? Don't thank me.
Wiped him out. This backup is showtime. Unlimited firepower.
An explosive start.
All for the thrill. Feeling spiffy? This next round,
If an emergency unfolds, please focus on healing the others first.
Pierce the darkness with dawn, Duck Solaris.
The road to becoming a hero is not alone.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the room, and the supporting cast has taken the stage. The god turns away.
Step onto the board.
Existence is no more tomorrow.
A bloody fight. Your downfall is absolute.
Guys, Rainbow.
Tomorrow, future could come.
I'm on it. Trust me. We can do anything!
As we bring.
No other choice but forward. Tomorrow.
Leave it with
Don't surrender. You all can keep it for peace. Never.
Thank you. Still keep going. Never you defeat. Ever you
Ready yourself. A bloody fight. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Break's over.
Still keep going. So not strong. Tear the sky. Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Her agony!
Break's over. This is being in sync. We can do it. Trust me. We can do anything.
Existence is of no consequence. Tomorrow!
May this fate dispel the gloom, destroy the skies.
Thank you. I'll still keep going.
Trust me. We can do anything.
Tear the sky! Showtime! Feel the scorching heat. Quench the flames of blood.